I am Paraswakar, and in this presentation we are going to answer some number of questions. Starting with the difference between bridge, switch and a router. A bridge connects one point to another in a network. It works at layer 1 and layer 2 of the OSI model. It only connects two segments of the network. Whereas a switch connects one point to another in a network temporarily by turning it on and off as necessary. It works at layer 2. And a router essentially determines which way is the shortest or fastest in a network. It routes packet accordingly. It works at layer 3 of the OSI model. Now what are public clouds? These are based on shared physical hardware which is owned and operated by third-party providers. That is, there are no hardware or maintenance cost incurred by the business. Now what is private cloud? A private cloud is a bespoke infrastructure purely dedicated to one's business, hosted either on-site or a service provider data center. Now what is AWS service from Amazon? AWS, that is short for Amazon Web Services, it is a collection of remote computing services that make up a cloud computing platform offered by Amazon.com. Now what is Level 3 and what it does? Level 3, local to global connectivity backed by end-to-end reliability and security. For enterprises worldwide, the customer's first approach makes it the trusted connection to the networked world. What are Tier 1, Tier 2 and Tier 3 networks? A Tier 1 carrier possesses a network in which it's the sole operator that it has a direct connection to the internet and the networks it uses to deliver voice and data services. Similarly, a Tier 2 carrier operates the same way except that it gets a portion of its network from a Tier 1 operator by way of a concept known as peering. And a Tier 3 refers to a carrier who gets 100% of its network through a Tier 1 or Tier 2 operator with no direct access of its own. Now, what is the difference between service provider, an enterprise, and a cloud provider? A service provider allows its subscribers access to the internet. An enterprise is basically a company or business, whereas cloud provider offers some component of cloud computing. What is the difference between IoE and IoT? The term IoT describes connectivity among physical objects, whereas IoE establishes an end-to-end ecosystem of connectivity including technologies, processes, and concepts employed across all connectivity use cases. It is sometimes considered as a subset of IoT. Now, what is the difference between IGP and BGP? BGP is the only exterior gateway protocol and is used to route traffic between networks with different autonomous system numbers, whereas IGPs are used to route traffic between networks with the same autonomous system numbers. What is MPLS? Multi-protocol label switching. It is a packet forwarding technology in high-performance telecommunication networks that directs data from one network node to the next based on short path labels rather than long network addresses, avoiding complex lookups in a routing table. What is the difference between OSPF and ISIS? OSPF uses the concept of ABR and backbone areas, whereas ISIS uses subdomains, that is level 1 routers, which are aware of the local topology, and level 2 for intra-routing, or we can also have combos of the two. What is looking glass? A looking glass provides information relative to backbone routing and network efficiency, providing with the same transparency that customers on that network receive indirectly. What is public and private peering? Public peering is performed across a shared network through which we can connect to many other peers using one or more physical connections, whereas private peering is internet peering across transport with exactly two parties connected to it physically. What are the different modes of fiber? The single mode cable is a single strand of glass fiber with a narrow diameter and has only one mode of transmission, whereas multi-mode cable has a little bigger diameter, and here numerous modes or light rays are carried simultaneously through the waveguide. Now, what is DWDM? That stands for Dense Wavelength Division Multiplexing, in an optical technology which is used to increase bandwidth over existing fiber optic backbones. Now, what is a transponder? The term is basically contraction of the words transmitter and responder. It is a wireless communication, monitoring or control device that picks up and automatically responds to an incoming signal. Hopefully it was helpful. Thank you so much for your precious time.